Okay, here I'm going to make a quick video on using a double number line. And again, remember, you can only do this if it's at 0, 0. Things aren't proportional reasoning if there's some type of startup amount. For example, if I can buy 4 pizzas for $10, or, well, I guess that's really cheap pizzas, and then 0 pizzas for $0, then it's proportional. If there's some type of startup fee, like, for example, I pay so much for so many massages, but if 0 massages doesn't correlate to $0, for example, maybe I join massage heights where I pay some type of monthly fee just to join, and then I get a cheaper rate on every massage. That is not proportional because you have that startup cost. So for something to be proportional, it has to be 0, 0. And so I'm going to have my cupcakes up here, and then I have my time, and that would be in minutes down here. A double number line works really great with rates, like where you have 2 different units, so like miles per hour, scarves per hour, anything where there's 2 different units tends to work well. So I don't want to stick it too low over here because I want to either build up or build down. So I'm going to kind of stick it in the middle here. So I have 48 cupcakes in 12 minutes. And again, I could double that, but again, you have to look at this length and try to eyeball and double it. And so 96 cupcakes I could do in 24 minutes. And then again, I could go another unit over if I wanted to. But I probably, I don't need to know that. So I might want to do something in the middle. So if I want to work my way down, I could figure out 6. Okay, so in 6 minutes, divide by 2. So that would be 24 cupcakes, divide by 2. If I wanted to divide by 2 again, I could, and I could say, okay, in 3 minutes, I could do divide by 2 is 12. So the whole idea of proportional reasoning is if you divide, you have to divide both numbers. So divide by 2, divide by 2. If you double, then you have to double both numbers. And you can triple, divide by 3, and so forth. So for example, if I want to know how many cupcakes I can make in 1 minute, I could cut this into thirds. If I divide this by 3, I get 1. And if I divide this guy by 3, I get 4. And then once I know my unit, then I could say, oh, 1 minute I can do 4 cupcakes. So then in 2, I must be able to do 8, 3, 12, and then I could get 4 and 5. So once I see the pattern of it takes 1 minute for 4 cupcakes, then I can just keep building this up. And that kind of got over, but that goes there. And then so forth. All right. If I wanted to find something halfway in the middle, like say between there is what? 9. Then I could average those 2 and figure that's 9, but then I could also average those 2, which is, what is that, 70, what's the difference, add 12, what is that, 36? So I could add those up and divide by 2 to find a value in the middle. But again, I also know my units, so if I want to figure out 7 and 8 minutes, I could keep adding 4, so 24 would be what, 28, add 4, 32, and then I could keep going. So on the double number line, the main idea is to start somewhere. And maybe divide by half over and over again, or double over and over again, or triple. But then you can also, if you want to go down by 1, you can divide. So here, when I got to 12, I really wanted to know 1, so I divide to this guy by 3 and got 1, divide this by 3 and got 4, and I figured out that in 1 minute I can make 4 cupcakes. So then you can answer questions from there.